So this has proven to be the most bizarre morning ever. Well, at least I had coffee. As a few of you know, I have finished school. I graduated and I am done. So today I got all dressed up cute and went and applied for my first job, and it's a child advocate's position working with infants to 3-year-olds that are presenting with disabilities, helping them get the help that they need. Whoops. Sorry about that. The help that they need, therapy, working with their families, things like that. And I went and I dropped off my resume, my transcripts, all that stuff. And the lady at the desk, she was looking through my references, and I've got great character references, but I've been an at-home mom for 20 years. I haven't worked outside my home in 20 years, except for doing a few side projects. And I tried to explain this to her. I said, I can't give you employment. I can tell you where I worked, but you will not be able to contact them. And the people no longer exist. Some of my past employers have passed away. There's nobody left that would remember me, and the businesses no longer exist. Okay, slight interruption there. Where was I? Oh yeah. I had to put 5 references. 3 of them had to be character, 2 of them had to be employment. But when you don't work for that long, my husband and I, when my daughter was born, we elected to be the at-home mom. Jen was born under duress. She was clinically dead. They had to resuscitate her. I mean, it was a huge mess. So I couldn't raise her in my office where I was working. I couldn't do it. And the place where I work no longer exists. The building exists, but it was sold to someone else, and there's nobody left that remembers me from 20 years ago. So I stayed an at-home mom, and I just I finished school, turned in my very first application for my first choice job, and I had to make this lady understand that I have no employment references. I can't give any. All I can tell you is where I worked, and then tell you that they don't exist anymore. And so I don't know if that's going to affect me, if it's going to be a problem. I gave them my transcripts. I gave them everything they asked for. It was just kind of disconcerting because I just felt like it was sort of a disaster. I don't know if it was or it was not, but that's what it felt like. So I would really like to get this job. I think it'll be a lot of fun. There is something called SEED training, SEED training, which is working with specially developmentally disabled, either mentally or physically disabled children through the state of Alaska that requires a special certification. So hopefully I'll get that. But it's been kind of a strange morning because no matter what application I fill out, they're gonna need references. I can't give them. I can give character references all day long. I've done a ton of volunteer work, and they accepted 2 of those, so I'm hoping that that'll work. But as far as actual receiving a paycheck work, I just haven't done it since before I had my daughter. So it's been a long time, but I don't regret being at home because my kids are pretty squared away. They've made their mistakes and done some crazy stuff, but what kid doesn't? But the benefit that they have had for having a parent at home around the clock has been pretty amazing, and I wish that more kids could do that. It put financial strain on us, and it will, but in today's society it takes 2 incomes to maintain a household, which is why I went back to school, so that wouldn't always be the case. So if I'm at home and I had the time to do it, I got my degree, and I am dropping phones. I am really sorry. Told you it's been a weird morning. But my baby is grown up now. She turned 18 in June. So this is kind of my time to start over and do something new. So I've applied for that job. We will see what happens. We'll see what comes of it. There was not enough room to really explain my experience on a resume as far as what I can do. So I hope that what I was able to do speaks for itself. So there's that. But I will, I guess, talk to you guys later. I know it's been a while since I put a video up, but we've had a lot of really crazy things going. I've been really busy. For you guys that's been to college, you know, end of term, finals and testing and all of that crazy stuff. But we got through it. I passed. We did really good. I'm super happy about that. And I'm sorry about my little tree, but I'm in my car right now on my way back to my house. So, you guys have a really good day and wish me luck, because I have to find a job now and get a real life and be a human again. And I really am a recluse. I keep to myself a lot, and my social circle is very small. So, but thanks for you guys for being there. I do appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, okay, so quick update. I'm home and I decided to ditch my monkey suit for something more comfortable. This is my little office space. You guys are used to seeing me in the pink room, which is no longer my office because I no longer really need it, but I needed that room as a guest room. So anyhow, yeah, I know it's messy. Don't judge, move on. I guess one bad habit I picked up in college is, man, messy desk. That's all I got to say about that. This time there's no books, so no real excuse. It's just messy. Anyway, update on the job thing this morning. I've been home for a little bit this afternoon, and I was upstairs getting my daughter ready to go. We were going to go get some food for her bunny, and the phone rang, and it was the company that I had applied for this morning. I was so worried about the whole work reference thing, and because I hadn't been there, and I tried to explain what was going on. So I answered the phone, and this lady asked if I was April Woodworth, and okay, I'll explain the April thing in a minute. But I said, yes, I am. And she said, we would like to interview you. And I said, well, she said, we just got your application. And I said, well, I was really surprised you could even accept my application. She said, what did you mean? I said, well, the secretary explained to me that I needed the work issue. She goes, oh, that's not an issue. Just forget about that. I was like, whoa, okay, God thing there. I was really happy about that. So she said, don't worry about it. You know, whatever. And so she scheduled me a interview on Monday the 2nd at 2 o'clock. So I'm going to go to that interview, and I'm super excited. I hope I get it. This weekend, a friend of mine who is he's been in this business for a long time. He's going to do like, kind of coach me on the interview thing, because it's been a long time since I've been interviewed, especially by something like this. So, I'm real excited about it, and I hope I get the job. I think I'll really enjoy it. This was my first choice job. So I will probably give an update video later on, probably like after Monday, on whether or not I get the job. But I have to have a driver's license, and I looked at my license, and apparently it expired, and I didn't know it. So I have to go to the DMV, renew my license. When you don't look at it, it just sits in your wallet, and you just kind of forget about it. And, you know, I don't use it. I've never been asked for it. So anyway. Okay, so the whole April thing. Legally, my name is April. And when I was a baby, I weighed just a couple of pounds. I was teeny tiny. I was born April Christina Davis, which I no longer am. My grandma, at least the story I got told, was that I was too tiny of a baby to have a name that big. So I got called Teeny Tiny Tina. And Tina, I think, came off the middle name. Actually, it wasn't even Tina. She just called me Teeny Tiny. And then somewhere around junior high, I kept getting called Tina. I remember in grade school, I got called Tina. So it just sort of stuck. And it's fine, and I prefer it, because the only time I ever got called April was when my parents were cheesed off at me. And April Christina, you know how parents are. They borrow your middle name. So that's where that came from. It is legally my name. It's on my birth certificate. No one ever calls me that. I've been Tina my whole life. So that's that. That's where that came from. And but for work purposes and all that, you kind of got to use your legal name. And I probably should have changed it years ago, and I never did. But anyhow, that's that. Wish me luck. I hope that I get the job. I know that I'll have to go through some further training, and I can do that. If I can survive college, I can survive whatever more schooling I've got to do. So anyway, I will see you guys back with an update. Talk to you later.